Welcome back. In this segment, we're going to go into what is patriotism. My name is Dr. Raymond Harwell, here being mentored by Dr. Reverend L. Randolph Brooks and his masterpiece, The Institution of Patriotism, and how and why we should love our country. So let's dive in to chapter one, where you go into what is patriotism.
We've got our thought process, and we think patriotism is doing whatever is necessary to protect my country, my family, myself at any cost.
Yes.
That's only partly true, only partly correct. See, patriotism is a lifestyle. Patriotism has its roots out of something called nationalism.
Okay.
If you look up the word nationalism, it says blindly following those leaders that give you an edict, a law, a set of circumstances. And you do that for the national good.
National interest.
National interest. But nationalism was originally designed to be patriotism.
Okay.
We've just gotten so far away from the true definition of it. If you look up the word socialism, it's doing what is good for one is good for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily so, because what size shoe do you wear, Dr. Harlow?
11.
I wear size 10 and a half. Now, I can put my foot in an 11, and I can wear it. It's going to be a little big, but can he put his foot in my size 10 and a half? Well,
No way.
he can, but it's going to hurt.
Yes.
And it's going to be cramped. In other words, it doesn't fit.
Right.
Patriotism is not a one-size-fits-all.
Wow.
It's where you believe enough in your country that it's going to provide you the basic right of protection you see in any constitution, in any country, in the world, regardless of who the country is.
Okay.
Government has one primary goal: protect its citizens. That is it.
Protect its citizens.
That's it. But we've gotten off track with socialistic views, telling you what to think, telling you what to buy, telling you how much taxes you're going to pay for it, telling you where to go, telling you how long you can go, telling you what job to take, what pay you're going to have. Those are not government controls. We bought into the hype of believing that government should tell us what we ought to do. We are blindly led as sheep to the slaughter. And we bought into the hype because the government says, I know better what's best for you than you know. Let me ask you, do you believe that? Does someone know more about you than you? I used to believe that. And doing this book, I found out I know me better than anyone else.
Right.
I can protect me better than anyone else. I don't need the government to do those socialistic things for me
Yes.
that my family can do, that my community can do. That's the job of the community. The government, the big guy, the big boss, the eye in the sky, is here to protect my rights. And if I protect the government's right to protect me, I'm going to do all that I can to base any attackers on the government,
Yes.
both internal or external. Both internal or external. What am I saying?
Yes.
Internal. There are people just like in your family. I'm sure if you have a brother or a sister, you may fight from time to time. And that is internal. But if an outsider comes to fight your brother, your sister, you're the first one to step up. And you say, you've got to go through me to get to them. And that's how we ought to feel about our country.
Yes.
And we don't, because the value system has been turned upside down. And the country is saying, I know better what's best for you. I'm going to tax you. I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm going to tell you what kind of house you can live in, or if you can even have a house.
Right.
Because you may live in North America, you may live in Central America, South America, you may live in Africa, you may live in Antarctica, which has penguins. You may live anywhere on this 25% of dirt that we
Yes.
call Earth.
Yes.
And you'll find out that some form of government is self-serving and no longer. They were not created. In the United States where I was born, it says, our forefathers conceived a new nation on this continent to preserve and protect and give you the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And if you look at the Constitution of the United States of America, that's what it says. If you look at the reality of the Constitution of the United States, it's so far from it you would not recognize it.
Wow.
That's why we have to understand what patriotism really is. It's setting up and protecting my country so my country can protect me.
Wow.
If I fight against my country, if I don't believe in my country, I could give a rat's fanny, oops, that's it, about what my country is or does, because I don't believe they have my best interest at heart. But I believe that a country like the United States, for example, has a history of slavery. Yet, my forefathers were a part of that system, but I fought for them. I believe in them. I wear the flag proudly, and I will protect her at all costs, even with my life. Why? I'm glad you asked me. Because she's there to protect me. With all her warts, with all her sins, with all her inequities,
Right.
she's the best that we have. Your country is the same for you. You don't have to worry about the United States. You don't have to worry about Canada. You don't have to worry about Central America or Egypt or Africa or Uganda. Worry about the piece of dirt that you're placed on.
Yeah.
For a guy, that whether you are a Christian or not, it's Paul the Apostle, he says, bloom where you are planted. What that means is, the grass is always greener on the other side. We've heard that.
Yes.
But the grass on the other side, Dr. Harlow, still has to be watered,
Yeah.
and it still has to be cut.
It's not your grass.
It's not your grass. This is my grass. Your country is your grass. Protect her. Love her. And in turn, she will love you. She will protect you. I promise you. If you don't believe me, try it. You know why I say that? Because what you've done up to this point hasn't worked. That's why you're watching this. So what do you have to lose? A fellow named W. Clement Stone said, where there is nothing to lose by trying and everything to gain if successful, by all means try.
Wow.
Nothing to lose by trying and everything to gain if successful, by all means try. Let's try. Let's be successful with this.